Now, on the 6th of January 2021, supporters of Donald Trump, they attacked the U.S. Capitol. They disrupted a joint session of the Congress convened to certify the results of the presidential election, which Trump had lost. The House Select Committee investigating the attack started hearings earlier this week. A police officer who was injured in the attack and a filmmaker who documented some leaders from the attack will be among the first witnesses. Here's a report.
In the year since the House Select Committee began its investigation into the deadly January 6th assault on the Capitol, it has conducted more than 1,000 depositions and interviews and collected over 140,000 documents. Now its findings are ready for prime time.
Every conversation.
The committee will hold public hearings starting Thursday evening, aiming to not only shine a light on the unprecedented attempt to subvert U.S. democracy, but to draw a line of responsibility directly to the White House.
Yes, the committee has found evidence of concerted planning and premeditated activity.
Committee member Representative Jamie Raskin has called the attack nothing less than an attempted coup and said the evidence will show that Donald Trump himself was responsible for his supporters violently trying to overturn his election defeat.
The idea that all of this was just a rowdy demonstration that spontaneously got a little bit out of control is absurd. You don't almost knock over the U.S. government by accident. I think that Donald Trump and the White House were at the center of these events. That's the only way really of making sense of them all.
We're going to have to fight much harder.
Trump and his defenders say the former president did nothing wrong as he flirts with running for the White House again. And the Republican National Committee has called the assault, quote, legitimate political discourse. But with just 5 months to go until the November 8th midterm elections, the committee, made up of 7 Democrats and 2 Republicans, will attempt to reverse Republican efforts to downplay or deny the violence of the day. The big task for the committee, says Democratic strategist Simon Rosenberg, is to tell their story well.
I think the committee is very aware that they have an obligation just to tell the story and to make sure that the American people understand what happened to their own country.
The committee has spoken privately with many in Trump's inner circle, including his daughter and son-in-law, as well as Rudy Giuliani, who is Trump's personal lawyer and spearheaded efforts to overturn the results of the 2020 election. Rosenberg said the stakes for the nation couldn't be higher.
Donald Trump is, under suspicion of having committed the gravest crimes against our democracy in American history, and that, he and his team may have betrayed our country in ways that no other set of Americans have in all of our history. We're going to learn a lot more about that, I think, in the coming months.
The big question is, will Americans care? A Washington Post ABC News poll last month found that only 40% of Americans believe the committee is conducting a fair and impartial investigation. And Fox News has already said it will not air Thursday's hearing live.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.